The following Let's Play has been rated perfectly fine to watch. Any attempts to break the game are for entertainment value only. However, if any typos happen to be found... Mwahaha! Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game. When we last left off, we're rich! We beat the Amazon. Now we're going to go to a random place. Since we are going to be able to go to any place we want in any order, I'm just going to close my eyes and just do this, and we're going here. Oh, it's the second level. Alright then. SirRosser is still with me, by the way.
Howdy, howdy. And get used to Transylvania because you're going to be coming back twice.
Ooh, that sounds interesting.
Well, if the NES version is any indication.
Well, let's see here. Since we're going to go to Transylvania, we need Transylvania's color scheme. So let's see. The color scheme is 1042 6028 1896.
Very dark, very mysterious.
Alright, let us begin. I bet you there's gonna be vampires or something like vampires here.
Well, there's gonna be something. Yes, the background color is definitely spot on in this one. Look out!
Interesting.
Yes, some of those actually become items.
Alright.
Now in the NES version, this level continues on to the right.
Well, let me go left then.
Well, I mean the bottom level, so I may be a little bit out of my expertise here.
Oh. Want that.
Oh, it's gone, buddy.
Aww. Scrooge McDuck would be disappointed. Continues on to the right. Well, apparently not here.
Well, that's okay. It's new and exciting. I'll see if they kept some of the tricks from the other level. In fact, there was a pretty infamous screen on this level in the NES version.
Oh, really?
Oh, really? If you don't actually find it in playing, I'll just tell you what it was. But I want it to be a pleasant surprise.
Wait, this is Huey? Well, that was an easy rescue.
Yeah, really. I thought there would have at least been a Beagle Boy behind a spool. NES version, he's up and to the left of the first screen. Still pretty easy to save, though.
Is it safe to drop down there?
I have no idea. The screen was not in the other version at all. At all.
There we go. Ah!
That screen was, though. I'd kind of forgotten.
How do I get this?
Sir, I have no idea.
Oh, there
you go.
Well, that's how you get it. Can't now.
That was a trick they pulled in the other version as well, but only at 1 or 2 points.
Let's go this way instead.
Also, you can golf swing some of the tombstones, but be warned, the spirits of the dead rest uneasily. Also, sometimes diamonds. I always thought it was neat that the mummies were chained to those big iron balls.
I can tell this place is going to be a bit of a maze.
You are correct, sir.
Which mirror is better?
At this point, flip a coin. Do you have your lucky first penny?
Dime.
That works. Those skeletons, which are invincible when they're on the ground, gave me a lot of trouble as a kid.
That looks like it's gonna fall.
I would hazard a guess that it will. Duck. Okay, never mind.
Oh.
Ah, yep, this is the end.
It's Magica
Yes,
Dispel!
It is. Yeah, this level is completely different from the NES version. Except for the boss, and that last little area there.
Well, that was easy.
Aye. Basically, if you're dealing with her for a long period of time, you want to kind of pogo on her head as she lands so that you can kind of be behind her lightning. And she'll fly at different heights. Sometimes you can reach her, sometimes you can't.
Alright. Let's go to the Himalayas next.
Mighty cold.
And I, of course, got a color scheme for that. Though, not a particularly interesting color scheme. It's blue, pretty much. And that color scheme is 0151 3826 5896.
Frosty.
I mean, we got plenty of time. Got through that mansion in a hurry, so might as well... Screw you, Rabbit. Tricks are for kids.
If you didn't say it, I was gonna.
And you cannot pogo in snow.
I was hoping that would come up. I thought that was a neat little touch.
Gonna make dealing with these guys a bit more difficult.
And the goats just come out of nowhere. Now, before you go all the way to the right and down... Well, actually, I believe you can find Launchpad down there. But you'll also want to go to the left and find some extra items. Actually, you might want to hit up Launchpad too, because I think you're going to need to start this level over again to go down the first hole. Normally, you'd be able to get there from here.
Also, why is Flintheart Glomgold giving me healing items?
That is Mrs. Beaksley.
Oh. Sprites! Sometimes you recognize them, sometimes you don't.
She's a little more recognizable in the other version.
And no going back up there.
Okay, it looks like you can get there from here. Just try going left before you try going down.
I'm trying.
Or maybe you need to go down. Like some disgraced cosmonaut.
Ah! Also, that's a bottomless pit.
Not down there, mind. Oh, now he shows up.
Let's try that again.
If nothing else, it's a good way to bank extra money.
Alright, so let's find out what's down this first pit.
Hold left. Alright, right works. Okay, this is not quite the same either. I was trying to guide you into a cameo appearance and an extra hit point.
Ooh. Is it like further down?
I don't think I jumped down there just in case. That looks kind of bottomless pit-like. Funny.
Some of these jumps are a bit tricky.
Funny story, as a kid I always associated those hockey players with Jason Voorhees instead of hockey.
Yeah, that's definitely who he reminds me of.
Pull right, pull right. Do a barrel roll.
Coincidentally enough, by the time this episode goes up, or on the same day this episode goes up, we're starting a Star Fox 64 race.
Oh, nice.
And there is no way I'm going to be able to get back up there, so hopefully this is a path.
I think you could.
No, it brings me back down here.
Oh, I'm reminded of what I was going to mention in the Transylvania level. But now I'm more interested in the Star Fox race.
Yep, it's about to start up Friday, and or today, or sometime in the past, depending on when you guys watch this. Me, Lantis, Ixion, and Faye. And we're going to be doing various barrel rolls.
Try to jump over that ceiling just to your right there. It may be possible.
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Rope up. Aww. Oh wait, I can just jump to it.
Get ready to jump off. Okay, you want to go down that other rope first before you go up there, because this way will take you to the boss.
Oh, which other rope? Oh, okay.
There was one to the right. But yeah, that Transylvania level, at some point it has the infamous minecart scene.
Ah, the one where Scrooge just lets one of his nephews drop to doom?
That's the one. Also, you want to go to the left first, I think. I think, but I'm not 100% certain.
I knew that was gonna drop.
It's a video game, they always do. I'm hoping this version has it.
Bubba Duck's in this version.
He is.
That gives a good time frame of when this game released, because Bubba Duck was like last season edition. It's a Beagle Boy. Now it's not.
And there you go. Well, Bubba was kind of like Seven from Married with Children, in that one day, one episode, he just went upstairs and never came back.
It's kind of like this. There was like two different continuities at that point, because you had the continuity with Gizmo Duck and you had the continuity with Bubba Duck. Because it's like, in the episodes that introduced Bubba Duck, Gizmo Duck wasn't there, even though he kind of should have been, because Scrooge McDuck had been in trouble. And then, in the episodes introducing Gizmo Duck, Bubba Duck wasn't there, even though Scrooge's house was in trouble. So it's like, which episodes came first?
I was actually doing a little bit of reading and research before I logged on here. Apparently the Bubba Duck episodes came first. Something about he wasn't testing well or something, and then, of course, Gizmo Duck was incredibly popular.
So popular that Gizmo Duck appeared in Darkwing Duck.
And I think you mentioned this during your Darkwing Duck run-through, but so did Launchpad.
Yep. Oh, here's Boss.
The abominable snow something, probably Duck. Get ready to dodge from above.
That was easy. Are there more stuff to dodge in the NES version?
Yes, possibly also on harder difficulties. And I think the bosses take more hits.
And that's another level complete.
The Crown of Genghis Khan Duck? Duckus
Possibly.
Khan?
I'm sure they'll specify in the remastered edition, because there's like a whole bunch of cutscenes they added and stuff.
It was definitely a duck pun, I'm certain of that.
And that's another level complete. Next time, African Mines or the Moon? Probably African Mines. We'll save the Moon for last because everybody remembers the Moon.
Oh, God, the moon.